Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Tuesday, and you know I'm decked out in blue, getting my chain fixed. It's got a little kink in it. I couldn't find my 60 hat this morning, so grabbed my new Lucky hat. Well, listen, it's 8:30 in the morning. I am driving to the store. We've got catering this morning for the private school. I think my guy Willie, who is the person in charge of the orders over at the school, is coming back. He's recently had a medical procedure done, and I haven't seen him in a couple weeks, so I'm hoping I get to see him today. Good morning, Mr. Yeary. Good morning, Mr. Yeary. A lot going on out in Deltona. We're building a team. We're building a team out there, and we've got a team member to be announced shortly from the Deltona area. Excited, man. I'm excited about what I'm doing. God, I'm excited about it. It's going to allow me to continue to build teams. It's going to allow me to help families navigate through this process. It's going to allow me to help others, to institute a mentoring program of young softball girls and families needing information, and older softball girls who have graduated and have the information, and being that pillar in the middle to be able to make connections and be a driving force in just education, recruiting, family peace, signing day, college life. Man, I'm excited, man. It all drops in a couple of weeks. I'm building the team right now, and it's empowering, which is what today's talk is all about. How are you empowering those around you, right? I'm not reading it while I'm driving, but I'm doing this Maxwell Leadership Series every day, and today is about empowering your people to essentially take over for you, to take your job, right? To push you out of the building. And a lot of people don't do that because they're afraid that that person will take their job, and then there will be nothing left for them, and they will have nowhere to go, and I pull on my military background. God, I look so weird without glasses. I pull on my military background every single day while leading people, man, because it's just totally different in the Navy, right? In the Navy, the moment somebody gets there, you're training them to take your spot. You have to, because you're leaving and the mission has to continue, right? You're only going to be there for 3, maybe 4 years. Good morning, Miss Stephanie. Right? So you're only going to be there for 3, maybe 4 years. So the military mindset is, I've got to teach you everything I know, because in a short time, I'm going to be leaving. Right? And then you get into the civilian world, and nobody wants to teach anybody any damn thing, man. Because everybody's afraid that somebody's going to get what they got, For me, as a newer business owner over the last 8 years, this was even hard for me to learn then, because when you're building and you're trying to make something great, you pick people up along the way that may share your vision, and we're going to talk about vision in just a few days, January 25th, so join me for vision, because damn, I see things years in advance that I'm building. And, so when building teams, man, let's just say you owned a small business and an operation, right? Are you looking for help, right? Or are you looking for someone to take your job, right? Because if you're looking for help, that means that you don't ever want to get up from the desk. That means that you don't ever want to get out from where you're at. It means that you don't ever want to have the ability to be completely on your way to 2, 3, 4, 5. See, I learned that lesson with Florida PGF. I mean, for almost 6.5 years, everyday operation, every single day, every moment of every day of everything that happened in that business was me. every single day. I worked it 7 days a week, and I still work it 7 days a week. But along the way, we have found people that we can trust, people that will keep the same level of quality that we will keep, right? And in most cases, when you're talking about Christine and Kim and the people that they bring in, it better. Like, they just have kept the bar so high. But I'm constantly now mentoring them. They're mentoring me. And I talked to Christine for 45 minutes last night at 9:30 at night. And about an array of things. So, good morning, Mr. Jordan. I look forward to speaking with you today at 12, sir. Just speaking with them about an array of things. So it's now at a standard, and they understand the standard, and the standard has conformed and changed and moved and always stayed at the highest level. So now I have given them Christine, and now Lexi Carroll, right? If you see every piece of this tree, the branch is growing. I'm still the foundation, the trunk, the roots of what we're doing, but I've empowered other people now to be able to take on other responsibilities so that it can become better, and now I can work on making it even better and do other things to help out the client, the customer, my family, whatever, right? And so carrying that into Capital Tacos, good morning, Miss Brianna, carrying that into Capital Tacos, I was ready to let go of things sooner. Yeah, when we opened the door, I was here 90 hours a week, 80 hours a week, 70, 60, 50, and I'm headed there now where I'm only there about 20 to 25 hours a week now. And it is to maintain, to train, to educate. Now I go out and the focus now here in 24 is leaving the store 75% of the time and going out now and finding contracts. And so by empowering my assistant general manager and taking her from working 2 jobs and 80 hours a week to training her and building her up and showing her everything that I know. Now, it's funny, when I opened this restaurant, everybody that was teaching me, well, don't show your people this because then they'll want this, and don't show your people that because then they'll want this. What a limiting mentality. It's just a limiting mentality, man. I'm teaching these guys in this store every damn thing I know. I want them to open their own stores. God, why wouldn't I? That's the whole point of opening a business, is to help people, right? Yes, okay, I open a business because I want to make money. I want to rise up. I want to have nice things. I want to be able to have security and peace. But God, if that's the only reason you're opening a business, it ain't going to last long. It's not going to survive, right? I want these people that are working in this store to, in 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, whatever their goal is, to at least have the knowledge to then open the store. Man, I'm teaching them about LLCs, about liability insurance. I'm not just teaching them how to put lettuce, pico, PR, sour cream on top of a taco. That only benefits me. What am I doing to empower them? What am I doing to build up them? What am I doing to teach them so that, guess what? Now they've got it. So guess what I can go do? I can go open store number 2. Right? And now I can go through this process again. And now I feel confident that I could probably open store 2 and 3 at the same time. We'll see. I'm not in any hurry. It's got to be the right spot. It's got to make sense. But now, I'm not worried about it. I've spent the last year in total hell building teams and empowering people to take care of this. Now I can keep with what my goals are, and that's building and rising and changing, and then being able to grab onto more people along the way and bring on more people to be able to level themselves up, to be able to build up their lives, to be able to move forward. And then hopefully in that process, they learn to build up others and build teams, right? So that's where we're at in the leadership building process here at my store. That's where we're at. I've now taught them how to run the store effectively. And you know what? We get it about 95% right. And we're still working on that 5%. But now I'm teaching the people that I've taught how to run the store, how to actually be leaders, right? Now it's their job to not just run around and do everything because they know how to do it. It's now their job to teach the others. Good morning, Zach. So empowering people and building teams, right? So you're where you are, okay? You're here. Maybe you're here, right? And you want to get here. So how do you close that gap, right? For me, my here was I want to be able to run camps in different places. Let's talk softball. I want to be able to run camps in different places. I want to be able to run tournaments in different places. I want to be able to impact everybody that wants to pick up the yellow ball, pick up a bat, run 60 feet, play on 195 to 210 feet, cheer 3 and 2. Now, you understand what I'm saying? I want to be able to reach every family that wants to do that. So what do I need to do? I needed to bring somebody in the northern part of the state. Opportunity arose. Here we go. Now I'm training and developing that individual to keep the standard of quality, and over time, man, I'm telling you, I'm going to do it. Over time, that area will then flip and we'll be able to do more, right? If you're in Panama City, holla, let's go. I'm looking for somebody out in that area. We are now empowering people. My camps, right? We do 3, 4, 5 camps a year. I want to make sure I've got fresh ideas, fresh opportunity, people that have been through it. So we expanded, brought Lexi Carroll in, and we empowered her to be able to take over. And guess what? She has got some creative and fun and awesome ideas that allows interaction and more hands-on stuff. So the camps are going to be better. And I'm excited about it, right? Here on the taco side, right? The last 2 days, I've let a group of young individuals close my store. I've empowered them to take responsibility. You know, the first day they struggled. I haven't gotten the report from the second day here. I know last night there were some communication issues. They didn't get out of there until late. This is all part of the learning process. Yes, I called them and I held them accountable and I said, what are you doing? Get where you're going. Hurry up. Let's all finish and do what we're doing. And held them to an accountability process to get their wheels turning, going, why is he doing this? Okay, well, boom. And then last night and today I've explained, right? Like, you have to take everybody else. I'll use an example. Last night I called. I'm like, hey, why are we still there? We should have been out of there a half hour ago. Well, this person didn't do this and this person didn't do that. Not one person said, you know what? I was bullshitting, right? I know what needs to be done, and I was expecting somebody else to do it, so everything didn't get done. Right? I put the people in the positions that were the least effective, and I expected to get out of there. So last night I did it with my son. Today with everybody else, I'm going to hold a training session and say, look, one person can effectively work this area. 2 people can effectively work this area. You don't need 4 people. And then everybody talks and communicates. You got little sheets. You go down the line and you let them do it. So the first time wasn't so good. The second time a little bit better, but we got to speed up the process. When you give somebody new responsibility, they want to be perfect, so it slows normal processes down. And you have to understand that. You have to account for that, but you still have to keep a thumb on it and help them advance. Right? So today is all about empowerment. I'm going to read a quick part on here. It says, when leaders fail to empower others, it is usually due to 3 main reasons. Their desire for job security. The leader does not want to give up where they're at. They feel like, if I teach you this, you're going to kick me out. You're going to be better than me. So I hold on. Let me tell you something. That happens in softball all day long. All day long. Nobody in softball really wants to share information unless it's amongst your little group. And it's because if you know what I know, and you can get what I get, and you can do what I do, and you can build what I build, then you're going to take what I got. It's false, right? And that goes into the third reason, but I'm going to go to the second one. They're resistant to change. People don't want to change. People are happy in there every day. Up the line, down the line, up the line, down the line. And if the line gets squiggly, well, then something's different. I feel uncomfortable. Okay, that's all because of the last thing. Lack of self-worth. Come on, take a minute just for yourself. Lack of self-worth. You don't believe in you. You don't believe in you. You don't believe in you. Well, hey, I'm not wearing it right now, but it's probably tattooed somewhere on my face. 60 minutes a day, reading books, listening to people talk, getting coaching, doing hands-on things, getting into seminars, getting into self-help, getting into therapy, whatever your need is in order to feel self-worth. Man, it changes all of that. It changes all of it. And then you will feel empowered to be able to teach others, lead others, and give it all up. That's why this year I'm putting so much information out in the yellow ball world and the softball world. Because it has to be put out. Because these kids are the ones that get bing, 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 bing. And you know, we could get so many more of them to the finish line healthy with the right amount of information, with the proper information, right? With coaches understanding how to do things and that they're not alone and that there's a flow and that there's a world of information out there and we just have to know where to go and where to get it. So overcoming barriers to empowerment. Are you willing to give your power away to build up others? Are you willing to give your power away to build up others? You know, you gonna hold on to it? You gonna make sure that those around you just stay at the bottom of the delta and have no chance to walk up the river and get to the mountaintop? You know, I challenge you today, man, whether it's building up your family, whether it's building up your teammates, whether it's building up your group of people, whether it's building up the people that you lead, the people that you're in charge of, build them up, bro. Make them better. Make them better. The world is going to just make them bad and give them a whole bunch of garbage. And it's going to tell them that they can't do nothing. And you're there. And they look to you, with you, for you, to build them up, to lead them, to take them to the next level of their goals and their dreams and their processes and their systems. And, you know, maybe you know how to do that and you're resistant because you want to keep your job. You're resistant because you don't want to change. Maybe you don't believe in yourself enough to do it. You know, I will tell you, 4 months ago, October, November, December, 4 months ago, you know, I posted on social media here and there, but I didn't do nothing like this. And I just was like, you know what? There's so much that I want to share. There's so much experience that I have. Maybe someone will listen. There's 1-2 people in here right now. Great. Maybe someone will, right? So go out today, overcome barriers, and empower people. Right? You know, a couple examples in your work center. If you're a leader in your work center, when is the last time you taught somebody something new? When is the last time you learned something new? Right? Because there's always a level up. There's always a level up. Even the CEO of CEOs can learn something new and level up. I don't care what you say about that. Right? So are you teaching the people that are entrusting you with their goals and future something new? Are you staying sharp? Are you sharpening the sword for yourself and then helping others, right? On your team, are you learning something new as a coach today? Right? I challenge you to get out today and learn something new. Call another coach. What do you do in practice? What do you do here? What special things are you working on? Man, you know, someone called me the other day and said, bunt defense. What do you do on your bunt defense? I got runners at first and second. I got runners in first and third. Do you ever leave the first baseman back? You know, what do you do for this? And it was a cool conversation, right? It was fun to be able to teach and then listen to his ideas and what their thought processes were, and then to give them mine, right? Are you reaching out to empower others so that you can then take that back and help your team? Are you telling your team, this is what we're learning new today, this is what we're doing? Is there a process in place for your team to know that they're getting better? Accountability. In the Navy, we called it a PQS, a personal qualification standard. Every job you had line items. This is what you have to do. This is what you have to know. You have to say it, show it, have somebody sign off after you've demonstrated. We have to make sure you have a clear and complete understanding of your jobs and tasks. Okay. You know, Marcia with HR can help you with that, right? So, you know, my point here today is, are you empowering others? Are you willing to give your power away to enlarge others, to make others better? Are you holding back because you desire job security? You're resistant to change. You lack self-worth. Or are you comfortable saying, my job is to lead and empower others. My job is to learn everything I can possibly learn and continually pass that down. I challenge you today to pass it down. Teach somebody something that they don't know. Go learn something that you've been wanting to learn. Become an expert in it so that you can pass it along. You know, prior to this year, me and my team did not know anything about running a restaurant. And now we're in month 15, you know. Now we're training others on how to do these things. And I still have a lot to learn. And this economy will kill you. So, you know. But you got to continue to navigate that long arrow, right? I talk about that long arrow. It's easy to shoot a target right in front of you. Boom, bullseye, got it, no big deal. Boom, 10 yards away, bullseye, 20 yards away, bullseye, 30 yards away. Okay, just outside bullseye, but I'm still in the blue, right? Then you get 50 yards away. It's a little harder. Then you get 60 yards away. It's even more. Now you're 80, 190 yards away, 110, 30, 40, 160 yards away. Now you're missing the target altogether. Right? So you as the leader, you have to navigate that arrow all the way through. How do you do that? You empower others. You learn new things. You have to be able to follow that arrow to the far end to help it reach its goal and its target, right? So if you're not learning something new, you can't teach the people that have entrusted you with their learning anything new. You're not empowering others to do other things. So that's it, man. It's 8:50. I will continue to do this tomorrow. I'm excited about tomorrow. Leaders cannot rise above the limitations of their character. What? We're going to talk about character tomorrow. Your own character, right? And that's all in the 60. Because that can be changed, man. Character can be, I believe, can be changed, right? Maturity helps sharpen character. Knowledge and experience help sharpen character. Who you were 20 years ago is not who you are today, and that changes and navigates over time, but we hold on to so many things we don't realize you can just drop that and it completely changes who you are and what you're doing. But we'll talk more about that tomorrow. It's a long page tomorrow. So listen, man, life, man, what are you gonna do about it? What are you going to do about life, man? Wake up every day. Here we go. Right? Bring somebody along with you, man. Find some hype and excitement, dude. You can live in hell every single day. Trust me. Right? All right? And you can change your whole mindset, your whole perception about your situation. Right? Worst thing to ever happen to me, or, you know, it all depends on what it is. Obviously, loss and, you know, life-changing things, you know, things that can't be corrected, those are, you know, but things that can change, things that can be corrected, things that you can learn and navigate from, man. Anyways, January 23, do what you do. I hope y'all find somebody to empower today. Teach somebody something that you know. Give somebody an opportunity today, right, to rise up. And that's all what you're in charge of. Take care of people. Take care of each other. Get your 60 minutes a day. build up teams, empower those around you so that you can go do the things that you need to do. And that is take care of people and pass this knowledge along to be able to help everybody rise up, man. That's all we're trying to do. So that's my story. That's my time. That's a few minutes of what's on my mind. Y'all have a good day. I'm about to go hit it. Hoops out.